Alright, and this is the final result. And I'm pretty pleased with it. This is what the big white X looks like, and I think it's kind of cool, honestly. I need to touch this up. I'm going to take this outside, and I'm going to touch up these two spots. These two spots on the jewel piece were the only spots that gave me any trouble with the paint. And these edges look a lot nicer now. They're not perfect, but there's a big gash here and here and here that for the most part have been corrected. Forget the guy's name. This is one of the first times I've seen him comment, so I'm gonna look this shit up, because a big thank you to me being prepared. Jack Up 460. He recommended some plastic or wood filler, and I went out to Meijer and grabbed some cheap gunk that was like $2.60, and it's a big huge tube, so there's a bunch of shit I'll be able to use that for. But this is kind of my first whack at it, so in the future I'll just be a little more careful when I'm making those cuts, and put a little more effort into sanding it down. I think with the white paint this shows a lot more than with a different color, but from back here anyway, that looks pretty fucking nice. And this, oof, is the back. Not too shabby at all, really. And let me set this down. But yeah, I'm thinking of maybe putting another plexi window up here in this corner so that you can, you know, see through it like that, or possibly putting in windows like that. But one second. It's really not much to look at. It's really no point, because, you know, the disc window gives you something to look at, but then, you know, there's a fan back here and a hard drive. It's really not anything too cool to look at. But I'm going to hot glue my plexiglass in here, and then I'm pretty much done. Well, after I touch up these two little spots with the paint, there and there. So, another console mod in the bag. Couple of people have asked in the comments. This has already been soft modded a long time ago. That hard drive we just took a look at is an 80 gigabyte drive. This is one of my many Xboxes that I have to set up LAN parties and stuff. Check out episode 3 of Mondo Cool, I want to say. Mondo Cool TV. I don't know, episode 2 or 3, I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. Maybe episode, say 10, I don't know, 2 or 3, fuck it. Look at all my episodes of Mondo Cool TV, dudes. The one that's all about the Xbox, and I have a couple of Xboxes laid out, and I'm talking about LAN gaming. This is one of those. And I specifically wanted soft modded Xboxes so that I could copy all the LAN games to the hard drives, so that I wouldn't have to buy a billion copies of games. I can just buy one, copy, and then add that one game to the collection. But so this one is soft modded. It's got the Unleash X dashboard. My personal soft modded Xbox, which is actually over here and turned on, has a 200 gigabyte hard drive in it, and that's pretty cool, and I use that thing all the time. It's got every Xbox game I own, like 20, 25, something like that, games on the hard drive, and still have 120 gigs left over. Tons of ROMs, got a couple of Sega CD games sitting on the hard drive, which actually, a soft modded Xbox will play Sega CD games, the actual disc games, burnt or legitimate copies. So if you're one of those people that wants to play Sega CD games but doesn't necessarily want to buy a Genesis and a Sega CD, you can do that, and you can play the games, the legitimate copies. So, I mean, or you can just download them if, you know, you don't give a fuck. But, I like having Sega CD games. They're pretty fucking cool. I like having a Sega CD. This is getting to be way more ranty than it probably should. But, yeah. I think that looks pretty fucking sweet. I give it, like, an A-. I mean, it could be a little more perfect. I could probably make it that little more perfect. But for my first shot, I'm happy with that. I'll give it another shot. Maybe do some more complex paint jobs. With the Xbox, there's a lot of tearing shit down to get it out of its case. And, well, actually, I've never taken one fully apart, so I don't know. It might not be that hard. The Xbox 360 is one of the easiest consoles for a complete teardown. So this may be similar. I've never tried to take the motherboard out, though. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. I might do better paint jobs in the future besides just, you know, painting the X, which is pretty easy on time, you know. Including drying out time. It took me just about an hour to do that. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking around for part 2 of modded Xbox. MondoCoolcast.com. Check it out. Every Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Live Mondo Coolcast at MondoCoolcast.com. I need to whore that out a little bit more. On average, I get about 10 listeners to the live shows. And the people that make it there, they fucking love it. And I do know that, I understand that Thursday's kind of a crappy night. But due to life and shit, that's the best night for me to do the show on a Thursday. It's been consistent for the past 5 or 6 weeks. Every Thursday at 10, man, there it is, live, Mondo Coolcast. And it's usually up on Friday for download for the people that couldn't make it out live. Anyway, enough rambling. Thanks for checking this out. That is definitely a sexy Xbox.